flyweight action here at CFFC 142. And 2 more preliminary bouts coming your way before we head over to UFC FIGHT PASS. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're an absolutely stacked main card, but right now, this is 2 125-pounders, each capable of finishing fights. And we do that here. Crisp hands early there from Coyle. Talk about the confidence. He's looking that way early.
Yeah, that was a good jab, and that's a good right hand over the top as well.
Keep it going. Outside, right? Set it up, though. Set it up.
Hands
up
high.
And down, up and down. Remember to the
Well,
body.
I think Christopher Daniel knows he's got that cut. That right hand's not leaving his face.
Up and down.
It's wise, right? I mean, you know, you don't want that thing to open up right away.
Up and down.
Yeah, especially this early in the fight. You don't want to give that visual to the judges or
That's
to
it.
start bleeding. And
It's, you know, it's not in a bad spot, right? Like, we wouldn't stop the fight, but it's that visual for the judges. It could be a glancing blow, and they think you just got absolutely cracked.
And then also, too, one thing that you have to try to do with fights is to get as many victories as you can and win as many moments as you can. And if you get cut early with something or hit with a big shot early, that can start a wave of negativity throughout the fight. And you just don't want that too early.
No doubt. Great action here in this flyweight matchup against CFFC 142. Our main card goes live on UFC FIGHT PASS at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you're signed up, you're logged in, you're ready to go. There are some discounts available for annual subscriptions. If you need to re-up or sign up for the first time, definitely worth the money if you're a fight fan.
Yeah, I think there's a definite speed discrepancy in the hands of the two, and I think Daniels realized that, which is why he took that shot.
Chris, don't make it close. Don't make it close.
Oh, nice counters in your right where that hand speed is on display. Ben Coyle looking sharp. Daniel does a good job of chopping the outside leg. Coyle answers in kind.
The one thing that Ben Coyle did early is he's going over the top with that right, and then he went underneath with the right. I'd like to see him just go straight with it.
We'll see if he sets that up later on. As you said right now.
Again, that's over the top.
You're right.
If he just goes straight with it, he might have a little more success. And there's nothing wrong with going over the top, but you got to really be able to mix up the angle of that punch.
Firing big shot. Takes it with the knee as well. Solid knee there from Ben Coyle. Daniel deals with it well.
But you see how I was talking about those victories? He's not having them right now, which really just goes to spiral downwards as the fight progresses.
Sneaky little lead elbow there from Coyle. And you're right, look at this. Oh, goes to the body, picking his shots. Daniel's got to get off the fence. He does not want to be a sitting target right here.
Heavy base.
Coyle is just beaming with confidence right now. Picking his shots. 4 knockouts among his 5 professional wins. So he is capable of finishing fights. Don't listen to that flyweight narrative. He's out here putting combinations together.
Yeah, another thing I like that Ben Coyle is doing is like he's just throwing with disregard. It's just, honestly, and I like that sometimes when you just, I mean, it's not like he's being defensively irresponsible, but he's just letting his offense go, and that's a good thing. He's not waiting for the perfect opportunity. He's just letting his offense handle itself.
I agree. I mean, you saw a spinning back fist in there, flying knees. Just, I mean, absolutely ripping those shots. Uppercut in there, mixing up the shot selection and throwing everything at full speed. Yeah, there's no hesitancy, but as you said, not being defensively irresponsible with it, not being crazy with it, but just being confident to throw it full power.
Don't look at it, Chris. Less than a minute. Go.
Daniel trying to figure things out right now. Delivers a kick to the body, but with 30 seconds to go. It's Coyle that's really been making a nice statement in this opening round.
Yes, good feints from Ben Coyle. And he just feinted Christopher Daniel all the way back to the fence.
Daniel Daniel does deliver to the outside of the leg, follows up again. But when he's stuck here against the fence, that's when Coyle really starts on court. Final seconds ticking away here in the opening round. Coyle gonna try to get this thing finished here. Great first round for Ben Coyle. We talk about the hot streak that he's been on. Man, it looks like he's riding a wave of momentum right now. That was a great opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think Christopher Daniel's got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of catching up to do. But he's got to get his offense going. He's got to, you know, he was very hesitant. I don't know if it was the cut that made him hesitant, but at this point now, okay, the first round's out of the way. Let's forget about the cut. You got to come out and fight. And you got to be a little bit, even be a little reckless if you need to, but you got to somehow get yourself back into this fight. And this was a pretty good exchange for both guys. And that might have been Christopher Daniel's best exchange up until this moment. Ben Coyle just unloading his arsenal. And then we see it again. Ben Coyle's getting the better of that exchange. That right hand from Ben Coyle over and under, and then this knee up the middle. Actually, doesn't throw it here, but could have.
Could have. He was certainly thinking about it.
He's thinking about it.
Ben Coyle, impressive.
He did it at some point.
He did indeed. See there, it looks like Christopher Daniel trying to recenter a little bit. As you said, he just got to fight. If there was hesitancy because he felt like he had to protect himself, you got to let that go.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to fight. Sometimes it's like, all right, you know what, there's a game plan, but that's not working, so let's just start fighting until we can get our feet back under us.
So the left hand delivered there by Coyle and slips out. Constantly moving, constantly working that jab. Doubles up on the leg kick there. Lead left, changing the angles. I'm just impressed with what I see right now.
Return right now. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, Chris. Up and down. Up and down.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, and that's what Christopher Daniels needed. He just needed to just throw something, even recklessly, just to make something happen.
You heard the corner, they were saying, don't look at it, just go, up, down, let's go. So here's an opportunity for Chris Daniel. Can he do anything with it? And the answer is no. And this is the spot where he doesn't want to be.
And that's got to be pretty discouraging for him, because that was his best offensive attempt throughout the fight so far. And he got shut down pretty easily.
Agreed. That seemed like a moment to maybe seize a little bit of momentum. Instead, Coyle was able to scamper away pretty easily.
But the problem was he was in on a single leg, and we had talked about head positioning in an earlier fight. And his head was just in the wrong spot on that single leg, which is why Ben Coyle was able to shake that off.
Subtle details that really do mean everything. There's a science to it, even in the chaos of the fight. Coyle right now has closed the distance. And these are bad spots for Daniel when he's up against the fence. He walks forward, tries to get himself back to the center. That left hand and the right behind it. I mean, Coyle just putting on a striking display tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I think the only thing Coyle needs to do, maybe that he can add to his arsenal now, is maybe some jabs to the body to maybe get them hands a little bit lower from Daniel. Because Daniel, because he's not having much offense, he's so focused on defense, sometimes it's hard to find opportunities to punch him. But the body's pretty much always open. You can always jab to the body to get them hands to come down.
There's a spinning back fist again. You talk about the freedom with which Coyle is operating right now. He displays it there. Just as Daniel was trying to rush forward, Coyle popped him with a couple of jabs. Oh, the right hand lands as well. And Daniel, you can see the frustration, just getting beat to the punch by Coyle.
But Daniels is doing a good job of not getting hit a lot, but when he does get hit, you can definitely tell he's affected by it.
Oh, like that big right hand. He covers up on the ground. This will likely be it. That's going to do it. Big Coyle. Second round finish. He is fired up.
Motherfucker in here. 125. I'm dangerous.
He is dangerous indeed. Wow. What a finish from Big Coyle. We talked about it, right? I mean, he's just putting everything together, and then he uncorks that big shot.
Yeah, that was an amazing display from Ben Coyle. Definitely somebody to look out for.
Indeed. You talked about the talent and the confidence that he has. He put it on display there. He had a couple of losses early in his career. He is rebounded fully at this point, and he does seem like a man to pay attention to.
Yeah, once he found that hole, that opportunity, once he found the spot that he needed, definitely let everybody know that he was one to watch out for. See some action here. Chris Daniels throws a kickback, Coyle throws sort of what we call that an upper jab, then that right hand over the top, lands in the perfect spot right on the jaw of Christopher Daniel. Ben Coyle jumps on him, swarms him. A bunch of right hands. Christopher Daniels doesn't need to take any more punishment. Ref steps in, there goes that jab and the right hand over the top. And it was all she wrote from there. Referee saves Chris Daniel to fight for another day.
Man, impressive performance to see just how fired up Ben Coyle was after that. He said, listen, I am a problem in this division. He is. The win streak continues. Great stuff there from Ben Coyle. Took on a veteran game opponent and delivered a highlight reel finish. Let's take it up to our man, Dr. David Sarnoff, and make this all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout was stopped at 2 minutes and 51 seconds in the second round. Winner by TKO due to strikes. Out of the red corner, Ben Coyle.
Big win for Ben Coyle. He's going to get a word with Dean Thomas.
I'm standing here with your winner, Ben Coyle. How good does it feel right now to get a knockout like that one?
Man, they always feel good, but this one feels especially good. I have a 1-month-old baby. It's my first son. It's my first child, and that was for him. I'm here to put everybody the fuck to sleep. This is my division. I want that title shot next. I'm the one out here putting people to sleep. 6 finishes in a row. What's up?
Pretty energetic, Ben. After you got the knockout, you yelled something at the crowd. I wasn't able to hear that. Could you explain to me what that was?
That's me just getting excited. I was screaming, what's up? I'm here.
So now that you're here, what's next for you?
Like I said, I want that belt. I mean, I'm the hardest hitting 125er out here. I want my belt.
Well, who actually got the belt? Who do you want to fight?
That's Bilal Hassan. He's got the belt. He defends it June 6th, I believe. I want my belt.
Awesome. That's an official call out to Bilal Hassan. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for your winner, Ben Coyle.